class after class, path to freedom.
Let's just give everybody else time to come in. So we
Okay.
got, let's see. So it's just us two now, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's him. She on no, she on Instagram, but YouTube is where to get her at.
Okay.
I'm putting it in the thing.
I'm trying to find the chat right now. They don't change this shit up. There you go.
Oh,
There you go. All right.
all right.
After freedom. Oh, okay. It's a channel. All right.
Yeah, it's a lady that do it. It's on YouTube, and then she also on Instagram. But just check her out on YouTube, man.
All right.
She
Let's
got
see.
some 5 hour stuff though. You be writing for to like in the morning to the later in the evening with her class.
Look, man, it's not to me. There's not a shortage of information.
It ain't.
I could just cut on YouTube one day and be like, yo, just stumble upon a gem or like BitChute or something like that.
Yeah, you do. You do. But yeah, I found her to be like she'll do step by step, and she'll get the codes. She'll show you on her screen, and I got like
Oh,
two notes full of that. She show you like how to do the FEC, how to do your trust, how you get your birth certificate. She tell you about child support and everything about student loans. She break it down with it, but you can do it right there while you talking to her.
okay. I'm gonna definitely check that one out, man.
Yeah, she on point too. I wrote so much. I was all one day I was all day with her because I had to pause and write.
Right. Like that's what I do now. I watch it on my computer and I just got Google Docs next to me and I just take my notes, you
Oh, you
know?
do it on your Google Docs.
Uh-huh. I mean, because I don't got Word or anything, so I just use what's free on the internet.
Yeah, that's cool. I got my paper and my pen still.
No, that's too. That's the best way to do it. They say actually writing it down actually helps you remember it more, you
You
know?
do, yeah, you do, you do. That's true. Because I write books. I'm on my second book. I wrote a book on 216 is still out, so I know when you write it down, it's more. It's like you writing it down like you listening to it twice. But when you write it, you looking at it and you hear it, and then you write it. So it's double. It's double take.
Exactly, because you kind of seeing it before you write it, and then you see it after you write it.
That's it. That's it. Yep.
You know,
Where
because I
you at
use
though? What city and state you in?
I'm in Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, out
Oh,
by way of Stone Mountain.
yeah, yeah. My sister down there. She in
Oh yeah.
Peachtree.
Okay.
One of my
Yeah.
sisters. One of my sisters. She been there since '92. She a school teacher. She got her
Okay.
PhD and all that down there with that. She been there since '92.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna get back down there in a minute. I was down in '92. I did some fashion shows down up in there because I had a clothing line, so I had did fashion shows with models and all that stuff.
Where you at now? Is
Austin,
that soon?
Texas, down at the bottom,
Okay. All right. Well,
bottom of
you
the mid.
are you
Yeah,
seeing all
see,
the crazy stuff with all the border stuff, man?
yeah, I be saying it because we. So actually, I work for a floor tech company, and we had to go way over there, like almost before Mexico, and do some Verizons and do their floors. So I'll be crossing the border and going through the checkpoints a couple times, a lot of times. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it's wild down here. That's all you see here, though. Everywhere, Mexicans everywhere down here, man.
Well, that's
Everywhere.
love, man. That's love, man. There's room for us
Hi,
all.
I'm on here. I don't know if I'm supposed to be on here yet or not.
Yes, Sue. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. We was just chopping it up, waiting for folks to come in. I
Awesome.
think there's one more, Stacy, that was on the email chain as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been reading that kangaroo. Let me finish that kangaroo thing. I got two phones. I'll be having so many phones. But I was reading that kangaroo before I came on, and it's interesting too.
Yeah, it's just like everything that I've just been amassing since, just doing all my studies. Cause like I fell asleep at a stoplight, man. And cause at the time I was like working two jobs, taking care of my sick dad, all that stuff. So I was tired. But
Mm-hmm.
I did go out that night, but I wasn't drunk, you know.
Right.
So the cop pulls me over and then long story short, of course he's gonna charge me with the DUI because I'm asleep at the wheel. But I'm just like, okay, you're gonna take me to jail? Like, I mean, you can see I'm not drunk, man. But I
Right.
didn't You know, I didn't blow. I didn't do the field sobriety because I'm not giving them any evidence. And
Right.
they ended up letting me go that night, and they blamed it on COVID. Oh, we're
Mm,
letting you go. We're on your own recognizance because of COVID. I was like, but they still made me sign something though, you know?
right.
They always got to get that signature before you go. So they held me like 4 hours, and I was like, fine, I'll sign. Just get me out of here, right? That's coercion, man. So it's non-binding as far as I'm concerned.
So you still going through it?
Yeah, I'm going through it now. So like I'm just getting ready to draft my checkmate move, and I'm gonna
Hmm.
file it with the court and the prosecution, and then go
Okay.
through the whole, and go through the whole steps. If they don't respond in X amount of days, I'm gonna follow up with maybe a notice of default. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to
Hmm.
get this. I'm gonna get this over with right now.
Right.
Right.
Hmm.
I ain't trying to wait. But that's my legal woes. What's your legal woes? Because this is only 30 minutes, so we got till about 5:30. This is the free
Yeah, I
shift.
got
So,
my wife just had a fender bender. It wasn't no if you see the pictures, it's like he hit her on the side. It's like his car all beat up and real old, '07 something, right? It was terrible looking. So he slid into her on the side. Supposedly, I wasn't there, and
right.
so messed up a little part of the fender. But his little light came off because his car was already a little beat up. And so they exchanged information and stuff, but they didn't, they didn't wait on the police. They didn't wait on authority. They just left. So I guess he got in touch with his insurance people, and they reached out to her insurance people, but she didn't have insurance at the time. So her old insurance people, and so they called her at work this morning. She little upset. The lady told her she ain't got too much to worry about, but she already sent some pictures to his insurance, which I was telling her, you shouldn't even reach out to him. It's the middle people, the short people that talk to each other. So anyway, she sent it out. She kind of worried about what he can do, and they can get into court, and he can do this and the third. And so I was concerned, and like I'm saying, trying to find out what can I find up on liability. Who's in liability? Who's the one in liable for it? Because they got the liability in Texas. And so that's that core stuff I'm with. Then for me personally, I'm fighting the child support and the and I got a violent felony, and so I can't be signing leases. They won't let me do rentals because I can't get on the lease, so they reject me time when they see that felony and stuff.
That's when you gotta start moving like under another name, man, like a business or something, you know?
Yeah, that's the next step because that's what I do in my LLC, but I got to get that corporation book and the articles and things of that nature. So I got a DBA and then I got an EIN and an LLC, but I ain't finished putting it all together. You know?
Mhm. They probably have a way to trace it back to the original because the state still makes you sign up with your SSN anyway, right?
Well, if you do it in Wisconsin, Wisconsin is one of them states that if you get a corporation out of Wisconsin, they don't disclose who the owners are.
Okay,
Hmm.
that's cool.
Mm-hmm. No, not Wisconsin. I'm sorry, Wyoming.
Oh, Wyoming, that's okay.
Wyoming. So if you all you got to do is get a PO box in Wyoming, register your corporation, and get it in Wyoming. And they do not publicize the shareholders' information.
Oh, they accept PO boxes for the LLC down there.
Yeah, all you get and you do it all online.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
you get like a
Yeah,
virtual mailbox, right?
virtual mailbox, exactly.
okay, right. Because I
Yeah,
got a virtual telephone number, business
Right.
number.
yeah,
Exactly. Everything's
yeah,
virtual now.
yeah. You get a
That's why like your all caps name works so well because it works in that realm, you know what I mean?
yeah.
That's crazy. So, but the thing is, it's still gonna be like subject to, I would say, subpoenas, like some statutory code, which would some judge will find, you know, legal to still,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, or what you do is you put the corporation in somebody else's name, and then when you get the place that you're renting or whatever, you rent it under the corporation as long as his name's not attached to it.
Right. So this is where, like, I think, like, because I'm waiting on this guy right now. He was supposed to call me today. We're talking about, trying to talk to him about forming a trust, you
Yeah.
know,
That's
and he's
my
Okay.
next step.
he's got
Now,
like this ironclad way supposedly. So I
Well,
can't
when
wait to
you
hear
find
about it.
out, share that.
I
look,
am definitely, definitely.
I'm telling you, you get that if you get that path to freedom, she got the whole package. Ain't nobody on YouTube messing with her. I'm telling you, she got the
And
whole package.
who is
To
she?
it, too. Path to freedom. I put it in the chat. Can you see the chat?
Yeah, he put it in the chat. Let me Google it
Let me
and then I'll
see.
put a link to.
YouTube. She man, her and her sister, they getting it though. She did it for 10 years though. She done got everything. She is sovereign now. You know what I'm saying? She nationalist now.
See, like
She's
my husband,
national.
we done pulled him
Yep, she
out of
nationalist.
everything.
Yeah, she nationalist now.
What do you
Okay.
mean, like all his? Sorry.
Yeah, the only thing that's left on him, we've already sent his birth certificate to Washington for the authentication. That's the second one, the second authentication. He's already denounced his basically fidelity to the United States corporation.
Right.
He's right, so he's done that. The only thing that they have left on him is his driver's license, but I can't return his driver's license. He has to do that himself.
Okay.
That's the only thing that's left is
Oh,
just to return.
So
He don't have.
is he incarcerated right now? That's
Yes,
what
sir. That's the yes.
yes.
He's in.
Yes.
They've moved him
okay, that's the
15
one that's
times.
okay. Right. He's a yeah, well actually for my it ain't personal, so I did 17. I had life without parole. I did 17 straight in the state of Michigan.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I've been out 14 years now. So that's a milestone right there.
Right. Yeah. Good for you.
Have y'all read that How to Redeem Bonds, that link that I put up the other day?
I saw some,
Okay.
but I'm gonna have to write it down. Let me write it down quick.
Then I put up a little link of my iPad reading it to me.
Oh
Yo,
I
yes. Okay. I saw that.
that article, I think, and like everyone, like especially Sue, like that's what I think I sent to you. I was like, I think this might be the checkmate that you're looking for.
Right. Well, here's the deal. I've gone to the Secretary of State for their bonds. I've already got their oaths of office. I got the judge's oath of office and the prosecutor's oath of office.
Okay.
Okay. I've been trying to find their bonds. Okay. So everybody was directing me to like the Secretary of State, to the county recorder's office. I've gone everywhere. I cannot get it. Now somebody says it's at the county commissioner's office.
So that's funny because I was just watching a video with Yusef and he was talking about this right here. If you start getting the runaround, trying to get
Uh-huh.
the bumpers, he says just go because he lives here in Georgia and he was talking about Georgia. So I don't know
Uh-huh.
how it is in Alabama, but it's right next door. You're in Alabama, right?
Right.
Yeah, so
No,
it's right next door. So we Bible Belt, it might be the same. But
Right.
he said you could go down to the Secretary of State and they're going to give you the runaround, but you got to hold your position. You know what I mean?
I
I don't know
did. I drove up to Montgomery and I've emailed the lady directly. Like, I sent her where it says in their own documents where it says that the Secretary of State holds all the bonds and oaths because I've been trying not to give them to me.
right.
Is
And
it
she
the
keep telling me,
secretary
I don't
or
know
is
what you're
it,
talking about. We don't have them here.
I thought it
I'll
was
send you
someone.
her emails.
Let me see.
Have you done it on paper?
Yes, on paper, via email, and I emailed them directly on their own website. I've driven up to, which is a 3-hour drive for me, up to Montgomery, and I've walked into their office to try to get it. And I've got the direct lady's email from their office, and I've emailed her directly, and they still won't give me nothing.
All right. So like, okay, this is crazy. This is crazy
Yeah,
because
I'm telling you.
because I was watching another video today, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was one by TJ Mars, and he was talking about you follow all the rules that you're supposed to do, but you document it, and then
Right.
you tell them, I'm going to go public with this.
Uh-huh.
you put it all over the internet. You like, because once like other people start seeing it, you know, maybe the news media picks it up. Now they have to start addressing it. Like he literally said in that video, threatened to go public with this information because
Okay.
this is public information. You know what I mean?
Right. And
Why aren't you giving me public information?
I even went so far as to go around them and talking to them directly and went in and did a FOIA
Right?
as well to try to get it, and they denied my FOIA.
How they get what?
Yes,
How are they going to deny it for you?
they
You
do.
got to go above them. You got to go
Who
above.
do you go to above the Secretary of State? The Attorney General?
I have no idea.
And the Attorney General, we found out because I've been fighting him, he's friends with the sheriff down here and the prosecutor down here. They all went to school together, so I can't get shit done because all three of them are in each other's pockets.
Right. That's that's how it be though. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think the best thing to do would be to expose them.
Well,
Yeah.
I've even tried that. I've tried that. I mean, I've even got reporters where I've sent them the information, literally sent them the emails and stuff like that, and they won't do it because they're all again in each other's pockets. I sent there's a reporter I deal with. I even sent him where the judges and the prosecutors monetize every single case. And I told him, I said, just go in there and ask them. I said, here's a picture. I sent them a picture of the bond that we gave to the judge, the bill of exchange and everything. The true bill. I showed him the whole packet that we gave. That judge has $3 million that we gave him.
3 million.
Yes, sir. We did a $3 million. We did the negotiable instrument. We took the true bill, which is the indictment. We
Yeah.
took the true bill. We did the whole package. We did the letter rogatory. We did the whole thing. I can show it to you. Yes. And so he kept the money and he's supposed to release my husband. My husband's the property. So now that they've received the surety, they've received the payment, my husband is the property. They're supposed to release the property. So by them keeping the money and holding my husband, it's now they've committed treason. They've committed security fraud.
Oh man, I put that lady in y'all link. She adept at that. That's the one I know. You can that Path to Freedom. I just emailed you and her. I group mailed you this in the link. So go to her site and check out her videos and then get in touch with her. She on top of all that. She tell you like so easy how to do everything. It's just second nature to her. So man, you got to get on that. They done got the money and the dirt and everything.
Yes, they've had the money since July.
But I think it's somebody you go through over them though. That's why they did it. That it's somebody that's way over them.
Right. So what I did then is I took that same package, I made a copy of it, and I sent it to Janet Yellen, who's the Secretary of the Treasury. And then I just sent a package to Antony Blinken, who's the Secretary of the State, of the United States. So I sent it to both of them.
Probably went to first. Probably went there first and not to them. Man,
well, I sent it. They said so. I sent it to them to let them know that the judge has committed treason. He's kept the money. He's not notified the Secretary of the Treasury, which he's supposed to, because she's the one that closes and settles the account because it's all checks and balances. She's the one that's supposed to settle the account. He's supposed to let her know. He's refusing to give us copies of the bid bond and the penal sum. They're refusing to give us those. We're asking for those. My husband's asked for those on the record 4 times. And now they've sent him to, he's in Miami, freaking Florida, because they're sending him for a mental evaluation, saying he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's crazy. So he's not been charged. I mean, he's not been convicted. And so he keeps bringing this up every time they take him to court. So in order for them not to have him come to court and say anything, they put him on mental evaluation. And the judge in the paperwork says that his trial is offset indefinitely.
Oh, that's
let me ask you a question, Sue.
She can keep him in there forever.
Let me ask you a question, Sue. Go and read that how to redeem bonds. Go and read that because one thing he says in there, or they say in there, I don't know who wrote it, is that when you go in there and you start arguing, they can hold you. You didn't? All right. So like to me,
he just said it. I'm stating it for the record I'm asking for the bonds and for the bid bond and the penal sum. He goes, I've asked this before. He goes, I'm letting you know that I'm not contracting with you, that I've contracted the only way that I'm going to, and that is directly with, and then she asked him, well, who have you contracted with? And he says, with Judge Beaverstock direct, it was Judge Beaverstock directly, and he knows.
What are the original charges again?
So he was in for revocation. Again, this is also double jeopardy. So he's in for revocation of his SRT because the federal probation officer, she screwed up, and so she got him for a dirty urine. So they came in and got him for a dirty urine, which again wasn't dirty because we messed with the sample just to see, and she showed it as negative, and there's absolutely no way in hell it's negative. It's positive. I mean, it's a negative sample. So we know that she lied. Anyway, so they revoked him and gave him. He was supposed to get 6 months for the revocation. The judge enhanced him because he had my pistol on him. Now,
I remember you telling me that. Okay, I remember this now.
yeah. So he was on our property. We live out in the sticks. He's on our property. They came, the federal marshals came, guns drawn on us for a failed urine. They came, guns drawn, had their guns drawn on me and my two at that time they were 2-year-old grandbabies. Asked us if today was a good day for us to die.
See, they weren't coming. Yeah. They weren't coming for your husband. They was coming for the money.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
what he was coming for.
But there was no money. He had a failed urine.
They're just gonna make money off the one by putting him in jail.
Yeah, right. So they came and took him, and so he got his 6 months turned into 18 months, and he was supposed to get out in May 10th. When that was done. So what the federal prosecutor did is she withheld the charges, and she went in a week before he was supposed to be released and filed a false indictment on him and is charging him with possession with the intent to distribute methamphetamine, possession of a firearm in the furtherance of drug trafficking, and a 922G felon in possession. And he had less than 5 grams of dope on him.
Who cares? Like, dope is like, we know the war on drugs. It's like, we know what that's all about. So
it's all about money. Excuse. Right. So he had less than. See, she has to have a minimum of 5 grams in order for her to get him in her jurisdiction. And he had less than, and she lied on the indictment.
She needs a lot more than that to get him under her jurisdiction. You know what I mean?
She's trying to give him 20 years for this. And this is the only time he's ever been. It's so freaking ridiculous. I can't even tell you the hell.
So have you looked at the CUSIP documents?
Okay, so I looked at all those. That fidelity thing. I've tried to go in there. I can't pull anything up on there. DTCC, DTCC. I tried that. I used to be able to. Nope. I can't anymore.
No.
Yeah. So now you put something on there about the CUSIP and getting out of jail immediately or something like that, but I couldn't find that.
I'll look through it some more because I had a document that was that had some dude's email, and it had to have been one of those documents that I uploaded today. So, but I didn't look.
Okay, I'll have to go back through them then.
Yeah, because when I emailed him, he was like, "Yeah, just send the email. You gotta send it, wrap it up in foil, and send it in the mail."
Oh yeah, and if he's gonna send a money order, send the money order, blank money order or something, and all that. Yeah. Okay, I saw that one.
Well, you know, I've purchased from him before, though. You know.
Oh, and he said don't. If you send it through the postal service, the USPS, I'll refuse it. It can only go FedEx or UPS.
Well, he didn't tell me that, so.
It says that on there.
It does?
Yeah, I saw that on there. Yeah, like close to the bottom where it says how to get it to him. Yeah, it says don't send it USPS or I will refuse it. Only send it FedEx or UPS.
Well, I mean, I told him about it yesterday, and he said okay. you know.
So it's those whatever the two fees are, one for the secondary, what major or minor or something. The major is two something, and then the minor was 175 or something like that. I'll have to go back in there and look at it.
No, nothing like that.
Yeah, that's
But I
what
mean,
that's the one I
and
read
he's
today.
like,
That's
he's like, you know, he's like, you know, I need lawful money and all this stuff.
yeah.
And yeah, but like, I mean, his videos be on point.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I,
That's that Timothy one or whatever you sent me.
Oh,
no,
that
No.
one in the email.
no. So that was somebody else I invited. There's supposed to be two other people that were supposed to be on tonight.
Oh, that was it. Okay. Yeah. She got a pamphlet too. The lady I'm talking about, the pamphlet. She got a lot of she got a breakdown pamphlet. I'm gonna get some of hers. They like 11. They like 111 when I'm 77. And the ultimate ebook. She got all ebooks that walk you through it. The major package is like 245. They ain't even that high. It's for the whole package.
Oh,
You
okay.
can do the straw man. You can do your authentication, your birth certificate, how you send that in. Like my
Right, right,
phone
right,
put that, how you send that in. You do your SSI and you
right,
do the
right,
trust. She broke it
right.
down like last night. She got that. Y'all go to YouTube. Y'all be there a long time, but you got to get your notebook out and she walk it through. And you walk A, B, C, A, B,
Right.
C. And sometimes she'll be like, jump on your laptop right now and I'm going to take you through it. And it's a couple people done did it. She had like 200 people some on her live by themselves. And because she got a class that's the truth. She the truth on that. You want to know
Well,
she
there's
the truth.
another group too. They're the hold on, American Nationals Rock, I think.
State National
They're
Rock,
out of
yeah.
State Nationals Rock. Yeah. They're
Yeah,
actually their
got that.
package is either $85 if you want them to send it to you in email, or $185, and they'll do the whole thing for you for $185. All you do is sign it and mail it for $185. They do your whole thing.
Is it?
That's
That's
I
a lot
mean,
of
State National, and they're right there in Texas, down there by you.
Oh, is it? Well, the way it look, it's a lot. It's a lot of steps. Cause and then did you then on here? I got my note. She said that we got 3 birth certificates. Like everybody got 3 birth certificates. You
yeah.
hear about that? Like,
I know the
like
certificate
the
of
one,
live birth and the
she
birth
said
certificate.
where they at. No, the one is in Puerto Rico. The main one is in Puerto Rico, and then you got the state. The state got it, and then the city. The city got the one with a doctor sign. And so she like, we gotta request all 3 of them.
Now I didn't know about the Puerto Rico one, but I know you got your, like he said, your certificate of live birth and then your birth certificate. Where
Yeah,
if
she
you look
said the
at your
main one
certificate of
everybody
live,
keep. I got my notes. It's kept over in Puerto Rico. Like if y'all go to her YouTube and listen to the whole thing, she break all it down.
oh, okay, that's a Path of Freedom, right?
Yes, Path to Freedom with the 2 in it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm about to go listen to more of them. She got so many, they so long, I couldn't listen to them all in one little setting. You gotta listen to them a
Right.
couple, 2 or 3 days.
But do y'all know anybody that's had to deal with the federal, or it's just all state stuff so
Man,
far?
it's just been like state of state.
Yeah.
You're being charged by the state. Everything I've ever had to deal with. And
See, the state's never picked up anything on his. The state never touches his at all. It's this lady, the prosecutor down here, has some kind of vendetta. Every single person we've ever come across says that we don't understand what she's doing to your husband, but this is personal. She for some reason does not like him and is doing this as a personal vendetta.
well,
But we don't know why. Nobody knows why. He don't know her. He ain't never met this lady, but this is what she does.
I would get all of that as much as I can documented.
It's all documented.
When you get to the end of it, when you get to the end of the fight, they all gotta pay. I mean, it's no at the end that you're gonna get all your money back. Like when you see her all her stuff, she done got her money back from people messing her over. Like the way she do it, she don't even register her cars. No, she a national. She ain't got to register her car. She ain't got a license plate, driver license, and none of that.
Right.
So you gotta have all the paperwork in line for that one. So we got 2 minutes left.
Yeah, she got that medallion. Remember about that medallion stamp?
Right.
She
and you
don't
can get the Z
that.
plates too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's what I want to get is a Z plate. So I was supposed to ask
We
him
have a
that.
lady here, the state
Assembly?
what do you call it? Yeah, so she's the recorder, state recorder,
Hmm.
assembly recorder or whatever. She does the Z plates. I can send. Well, that's for Alabama though. You're in Georgia. You got to
Right.
have a state.
I just went to a meeting with the assembly this weekend, and I was supposed to ask him that, and I kind of
Oh,
forgot.
well,
We
there you
got to
go.
talking, but I'll hit him up on the Mattermost though. It'll be all right.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the Z plates? I ain't heard of that one.
The what?
The plates y'all talking about. What is that about?
So there's supposed to be private plates that every state should give you, and like I've looked into it briefly with the assemblies, but we're probably gonna get cut off here, so we'll see if
Oh
we can.
yeah.
I don't see how many times how frequently I can do this with this free account, and then look into upgrading.
Yeah, if not, just do that meet, that Google Meet, and then
Right.
you can still do the TikTok. Everybody on there, you can just make your own TikTok live. You go live on TikTok, don't
Yeah, we could do that too. Yeah, and I don't know if
you?
people want to be
Everybody
going
on there
live like
together.
that.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
connected with yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, if you can't on that case of my wife, if you can see something about accidental liability, what she can look up on that. Oh, I'm reading this too now, but this too got in. You got one of these?
Yep,
SEC?
yep,
Yeah, yeah,
yep.
yeah, yeah.
Read
But this
them.
will talk. This will talk about that core stuff too, though. That part in there when you would UCC one dash
Uh-huh.
1036
Yep.
without prejudice. That's how you.
Right.
Yeah.
He signs everything without prejudice. Sometimes he don't even put his name now. He just puts without prejudice.
I do too. Like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm talking
start.
about on
I
all
just
the
got to
court
start
papers,
it now.
everything they hand him to sign, he signs it all like that.
Packer
Hmm.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. But if you want, just make a new Zoom. I mean, sometime, and then we can do it on days or something like that, or if you can go on that TikTok and do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out the best option, man. And like Google Meet might be one.
Yeah, because I got that on my computer, laptop, and phone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it ain't cut off yet, so.
Right.
But if y'all
But
do
that's
come
what.
across anybody that has ever dealt with anything federal, your notice to abate. You had that listed in one of your documents, the notice to abate.
Okay.
Okay, so I did that when I sent that to the prosecutor. I followed all the instructions on how to do it. I sent it to her. Okay, then that she's the one that's supposed to get the notice. So what I did is I just went ahead and sent one to the district clerk to let them know, hey, this is grounds for us to basically dismiss this whole thing.
Right.
So he gave it to the judge, and they put it on the record, and then the judge struck it from the record.
Mm.
But she's gotten her notice, and as of this Friday, she will be in default. So I didn't find anything in there that if they default on that notice, how do I notice her of her default?
Did you so? How did you do your follow up for the default?
I didn't. She just defaulted this past Friday. So, but
Okay.
I went back on where all the documents are, and the notice to abate is on there, but not the notice to default, notice of default.
I think just a standard default would work.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a
Okay.
standard like a notice of default, and then whatever is in the meat, replace it with all the stuff that you had in yours and said you defaulted
Right.
on this term, you defaulted on
On
this.
these terms. Okay. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
I'll look into that on Jurisdictionary too.
Okay. Oh
How
yeah, I do
how
have that. I actually bought. I didn't even realize that for some reason it didn't click when you asked me if I had that. I have
it's
that.
it's great. So there's a section where you have templates for all of this. So like the default section, and when they don't respond, there's a whole section on that, and then he has the
Okay,
templates
then I
for it.
need to go back and look on that because I only looked up under the criminal stuff, and I even
Yep.
talked to the guy that wrote it.
Yeah.
I forget his name. I've even called him. He's there in Florida. I've spoken to him. I don't know 3 or 4 times.
I've
Um,
spoken to him too.
yeah.
Yeah,
So he's blunt, to put it mildly.
exactly. Yeah, I agree.
But yeah. Okay. I didn't even think to go in there and look at it. Okay, I'll go in there and look.
Yeah, the jurisdiction is going to tell you what to do. Like when
Okay.
they
I'm gonna.
default, there's a whole section
Uh-huh.
on that.
Okay. Okay.
To- And to me, that's
Whew.
good because it covers up the whole. Well, how do I handle this part of the process? You know.
Right. Right.
So I guess we started a little bit after. I don't know. Well, I'll
Uh,
just keep going.
it's
I mean,
almost.
I'll just keep going until it cut off. You know, they might try to charge me for this.
Oh, you don't
Oh.
want to get charged out. You want to keep that free one.
Well, I ain't put no money in, so they don't know how they're gonna charge me.
Oh, right.
They ain't put no
Oh.
money in. But
Yeah, I'm getting all my notes though, and I just started with that treasurydirect.com, .gov, Treasury Direct TDA account. She show you how to break the promissory note. Y'all ever did the promissory note?
No, I heard about that. I've heard two conflicting things. Some people saying that yes, the TDA account works, and others that say no. So I'm confused. I don't know
That's
which one.
that's why when you get on her video, the first one you're gonna see is charge that charge that shit. That's our look, that video when she say charge that shit is like it's 5 hours long, but it's all the notes. Like you're gonna have a whole notebook
Everything.
like you
Okay.
do. And she
Okay.
talk about that TDA account and she go ABC step by step and she break it down too. It's an
I'm
actual
definitely,
one. Yes, and definitely she break it down too. You gotta have a pencil pen all day.
geez, I'm gonna definitely look into that one because she talk about discharging too.
Yeah, all everything. Everything. She got 5 videos and they all in depth on everything. She don't even record no more. All of them because she hold classes. After that, she been holding
Yeah.
class.
Uh,
And she be saying and spending it like, it's second nature because she said she done studied for 10 years and she a national now. She got
Right.
everything, no citizen no more. She a whole national now.
that's the thing. Like to me, it's like once you know how to do all of this, like you shouldn't have to worry about money. You know, it's like
No,
money.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
yeah,
mean?
See,
You
and if
should
I
be able
had
to
if I
live.
had this done, that part of it, if I knew that part of it, then all we
Right.
have to
yeah.
do is we've already, technically discharged his debt because it's been paid. The judge has the $3 million.
Wow, that's the thing right there though. That 3 million, we gotta have to stay on top of that, boy.
Yeah.
They must be waiting on it to mature or something before they release him.
But
I
that's
think the
not how it
CUSIP,
works, though. That's not how that works. That's why I need the QSIP. That's why I need that report so I can find out
right?
what the
That's
hell
what
he
I'm
did with
saying.
all that money. Yeah.
Right. We can figure out how to pull CUSIPs. Then that's
I found
checkmate.
a guy. But he wants $3,000.
See the guy I saw was like 250, and I was like,
Yeah.
nah. See all these guys
No,
turning up.
for 250. I'd do 250. This guy wants $3,000. But the thing about this guy is that he's registered or something with the United States as a expert. He can come in as an expert witness, so he can literally come to court with everything that he pulled up on the judge, the prosecutor, and the lawyers, and show all of their monetary interest and what they've done with all his bonds and everything against him, and go in and have this whole entire financial statement of everything they've done with that money and show it in court on the record.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
I
So
mean, to
I'm
me,
like, well,
that's
damn.
kangaroo. That's like we got to figure out how to navigate the kangaroo because they don't follow any rules.